Could the love affair between Charles Leclerc and Ferrari be coming to an end? The Formula One motorist has always maintained that he would like to win his first championship driving a car produced in Maranello. However, the team's current situation is leaving him without hope for achieving that dream. According to information from RMC Motori, the team managing Leclerc's career has already begun exploring alternative possibilities for the Monegasque motorist's future in the category. The upcoming season represents an unknown quantity for everyone, with regulation changes making it impossible to predict which team will possess the best car or demonstrate superior reliability. 3 teams are reportedly being sounded out by Nicolas Tot, who is responsible for conducting negotiations on behalf of Leclerc, McLaren, Aston Martin, and Mercedes. These high-profile destinations represent the most realistic alternatives for a motorist of Leclerc's caliber seeking championship-capable machinery. Any potential move to these teams depends on various factors, including at least one of their current official motorists deciding to leave, or another round of the traditional driver market reshuffle that periodically transforms Formula One's competitive landscape. Todd allegedly met with McLaren management in Monza on Sunday morning for discussions with Andrea Stella and Alessandro Aluni Bravi. The exact nature of these conversations remains undisclosed, but speculation suggests they may have explored possibilities for Leclerc to assume one of the Papaya cars in the future. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri both have contracts with the Woking-based team through the end of 2027, making any immediate openings appear unlikely. The British motorist is managed directly by Zak Brown, McLaren's CEO, while the Australian has Mark Webber working behind the scenes to guide his career trajectory. Webber has previously indicated that Ferrari could represent a future destination for Piastri, but emphasized that current focus should remain entirely on McLaren and their championship battle. The team would naturally have strong interest in retaining the talented Australian beyond his current contract period. He must complete his development, and even though Ferrari continues being a destination point, he must reach the final result. Meanwhile, it would be better if he improved his Italian, Webber stated diplomatically about Piastri's long-term prospects. This statement reveals Webber's strategic thinking about maximizing Piastri's market value. The experienced manager wants his client to secure a championship title before considering team changes, as this achievement would provide significantly greater bargaining power during future contract negotiations. Additional meetings reportedly occurred with Lawrence Stroll regarding a possible Leclerc move to Aston Martin in case Fernando Alonso decides to leave, and with Toto Wolff of Mercedes in Capri, where the team principal also met with Max Verstappen during the summer break. These high-level discussions indicate serious preliminary exploration of Leclerc's options across multiple championship contending teams. The Monegasque motorists' management appears determined to evaluate all competitive alternatives to his current Ferrari situation. The Mercedes meeting carries particular significance given their historical success and current competitive struggles. Toto Wolff's simultaneous discussions with both Leclerc and Verstappen suggest the German constructor is actively planning for various scenarios regarding their future motorist lineup. Furthermore, the Italian publication highlights that Ferrari could potentially focus on recruiting Verstappen while considering Carlos Sainz's return to the team. However, Dutch media reports suggest that, depending on how the 2026 season develops, Verstappen's time in Formula One could become increasingly limited. This speculation about Verstappen's career longevity adds another variable to an already complex driver market situation. The 4-time world champion's future decisions could trigger cascading effects throughout the entire competitive landscape. Leclerc's potential departure from Ferrari would represent one of the most significant driver market moves in recent Formula One history. The Monegasque motorist has been closely associated with the Italian constructor throughout his career, making any separation particularly noteworthy. The timing of these explorations coincides with Ferrari's disappointing 2025 campaign and growing uncertainty about their competitive trajectory. Leclerc's management may be responding to concerns about the team's ability to provide championship-capable machinery in the foreseeable future. Ferrari's struggles to develop a consistently competitive package, despite substantial resources and technical talent, create legitimate concerns for any championship-ambitious motorist. Leclerc's patience with the Italian constructor may be reaching its limits after years without meaningful title contention. The 2026 regulation changes present both opportunities and risks for all teams, including Ferrari. While new technical rules could favor the Italian constructor, they might also benefit competitors who demonstrate superior adaptability and development capabilities. McLaren's current championship contending status makes them an attractive destination for elite motorists seeking immediate competitive opportunities. Their recent success validates their technical approach and organizational capabilities under current management. Mercedes' historical championship success and technical resources provide compelling arguments for motorists considering long-term career moves. Despite current competitive struggles, their proven ability to develop championship-winning packages remains attractive. Aston Martin's substantial investment in facilities and personnel, combined with Adrian Newey's involvement, creates potential for future competitiveness that could appeal to forward-thinking motorists like Leclerc. The complexity of modern Formula One contracts and team commitments makes immediate moves challenging, but long-term planning and preliminary discussions represent standard practice for elite motorist management. Leclerc's Ferrari contract situation and its terms will significantly influence his ability to explore alternatives. Team contracts typically include performance clauses and exit conditions that could facilitate or complicate potential departures. Nicholas Todd's reputation as an experienced and well-connected manager provides Leclerc with advantages in navigating complex negotiations with multiple teams. His relationships throughout the paddock facilitate meaningful discussions about competitive opportunities. The driver market dynamics for 2026 and beyond will likely depend on multiple interconnected decisions involving championship-level motorists across several teams. Leclerc's situation represents just one element of a broader competitive reshuffling. Ferrari's response to speculation about Leclerc's future will indicate their confidence in retaining their star motorist. The Italian constructor may need to demonstrate renewed competitive commitment to maintain his loyalty. The Monegasque motorist's decision-making timeline will balance immediate competitive concerns with long-term career objectives. His assessment of Ferrari's championship prospects versus alternatives will ultimately determine his future direction. Team chemistry and cultural fit represent important considerations beyond pure competitive capability. Leclerc must evaluate how his personality and working style would integrate with different organizational approaches and technical philosophies. The financial implications of any potential move will also influence decision-making, though championship-level motorists typically prioritize competitive opportunities over purely monetary considerations when evaluating elite team options. Leclerc's choice between loyalty to Ferrari and pursuit of championship opportunities elsewhere could define his career legacy. The decision represents a classic dilemma between emotional attachment and competitive pragmatism. Do you believe Charles Leclerc should remain loyal to Ferrari despite their struggles, or would a move to McLaren, Mercedes, or Aston Martin better serve his championship ambitions? Subscribe for exclusive Formula One driver, market analysis, and insights into the complex negotiations shaping the sport's future.